Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool Majesty telephone. This is Tim's equipment from Florida, and this is the initial checkout of this telephone. Now, you see these every once in a while, but not too often. They're highly collectible, and we have the base, and there's a tag on it, and it says model. It's a Majesty. The date is 2 of 72. They give a serial number, and made in Japan. And we want to go ahead and bring the bottom part of the pedestal up. We have a couple of the cylinders that are for the body, and they screw together, and that puts everything back together again. And on the final is the very top, and then that's screwed together. And the idea is that this plug here accepts this plug of the top portion, and you slide that down through the cylinders, and you screw everything together, and it makes it the pedestal, and that way everything does not get twisted up. And so we want to go through this plug. There's an issue with this telephone. It needs to be gone through and troubleshooted, and they're saying that they're not getting anything with this telephone. So we want to go through our plug. We want to go through our line cord. Now we have the 4-prong plug that it came with. That's cool. That's all original. And from working on these from time to time, this is the original line cord. It's a cloth cord. We have our 4-prong plug. Then we have an adapter that would have our modular plug on it that goes into any modern jack. Now we want to troubleshoot the line cord, our plug. We want to troubleshoot this plug. We also want to go through and this little PC board here with our connections on it that would plug into that plug. We want to check everything there. We want to go through our handset cord, our transmit, our receive, our hook switch, the bell circuit, and we also want to go through our rotary. We want to make sure there's no issues there and that that's cleaned, oiled, and adjusted. So we want to go through everything on the telephone. We want to find out what's going on, and we want to take care of the issues. Now on the handset, we have some pieces on the handset that need to be secured. They're a little loose and they need to be tightened up and checked out and secured. So we're going to go through the entire telephone. We're going to get all the issues straightened out, and we'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair of this really cool Majesty telephone. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're in the middle of the process of repairing this really cool Majesty telephone, and we're in the rotary right now, and we have our dust cover right here, and we're going through our rotary. We want to make sure that that's cleaned, oiled, and adjusted, and that the numbers are racking off properly, and that there is no issues with the rotary causing our problem. We're also going through our handset. We're working on that. We're going to finish up the rotary, and then we're going to finish up our handset, and we want to go into the hook switch. We want to check our wiring on the inside of our unit and our bell circuit, and we're also working on our plug that runs down from the top of the telephone into our base here, and they connect together. So this is the connector, and we did find some old solder flux that were between our connections that looked like they were probably shorting out. So that was cleaned up, and we did some resoldering on that, so we took care of that issue. So now what we want to do is finish up this work, and we'll come back and we'll get some more video as we move forward in the repair of this Majesty telephone. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of this Majesty telephone, and we're ready to start our final checkout. Now, we have our plug plugged in to the base unit, and normally you would just run this plug right down through the cylinders, as we mentioned earlier, tighten the cylinders up, and then install our last top piece. And so now what we want to do is start our final checkout. I also want to mention our amplified pickup. We have it taped to the receiver capsule. It's amplified so that you can hear the audio from a receiver. And the reason why we taped it to the receiver is because of the French style handset and the horn that's on it. Normally we lay the receiver down on our pickup, but in this case, since there's a little bit different design on the handset, it was just easier to tape that amplified pickup to the receiver capsule. And now what we also want to mention is my amplifier is backed by the video, and I can activate it at any time because there's a button on it. And so what we want to do now is we want to use our analyzer, and we're going to ring the unit. So we'll go ahead and start a ring cycle. We're going to let that go a few times. I'm going to let it go one more time, and we'll give you some dial tone. Now what we want to do is we want to walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and hang our unit up, and we can push this button on the switch box. That gives us a line out, totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we'll call a time and temp number. So we'll go ahead and give you some dial tone, and we'll call that number.
Good evening. Today is Friday, March 11th. The time is 10:37. Current temperature at 55 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area.
Warmer today, partly cloudy, then becoming mostly cloudy, highs in the lower 60s. Warmer tonight, mostly cloudy with showers likely, with thunderstorms, lows in the lower 50s. Showers likely on Saturday, a chance of thunderstorms, highs in the upper 60s.
We can hang our unit up. We can give you some dial tone, and we'll call my number, and it'll be busy. We'll make that call. Hang our unit up. Now that we know that this really cool Majestic telephone has been repaired, we can return it to Tim, and he can enjoy this telephone. I'm sure it's going to look great no matter where it's used. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.